What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rexonmax, and you know we got to discuss the stuff that's going on right now with Capcom Cup 10. It is kind of bonkers. It's crazy. There's a lot of different opinions going around, and you can kind of understand every one of them. But we're going to discuss it here, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, so we know what happened. The death bracket happened. Group F has these different names in it, these different people in it, that it's just kind of wild to start off the top 48 round robin. So we got Ending Walker, we've got Mena RD, we got Kaba, we got Angry Bird, we got Nero the Boxer, and we got Lashar. So you basically see from these names, so how it works is that they pulled these names and they're all put into groups. Now, the way they made sure that people from the same regions and training partners wouldn't be in the same group is that when names are pulled, you put one person from each area in their own group. So that's how they made sure people wasn't in the same group. But you see Mena RD and you see Kaba in the same group. Now, Mena RD moved to the USA, I think somewhere in the Boston area, in the eastern area. Kaba is still in the Dominican Republic. So they accidentally, or not accidentally, they got pulled to be in the same group. Now you see Angry Bird there too. So we got the Capcom Cup champion, two-time Capcom Cup champion, and we got the latest Evo champion for Street Fighter in the same group. Now it makes it frustrating because this is round robin. Each group is round robin, and only two people are going to make it out to be able to go to the top 16. So that means out of the names in this group, only two people are leaving. So let's just say we got Angry Bird and Mena RD. Let's just say that's the scenario that happens. Well, it's still unfortunate because Kaba had to go up against Mena RD in the same group. We didn't want that. We also have Ending Walker in this group too, and we don't want Ending Walker to leave. You know, the thing is, you want the best people in the game to make it to the top 16. That's what you want. You want the top people to make it to top 16. But with situations like this, you kind of lose that because, you know, with a situation like this where they drew names randomly, and with the Capcom Pro Tour making it to where it's more so region based, that you really can't see. The only way you could really see it is if you say one region counts more than another, and then that's a whole nother thing. You know, Capcom basically saying, hey, this area is weaker than this area. It's just kind of one of them things. So it's really difficult. Now, a lot of people are upset at Capcom about this because, you know, there was a previous way things happened that was pre-COVID. Okay, so pre-COVID, the way things happened, how we got here, was that pre-COVID, it was just that CPT, you built points by going to a different amount of events. So if you really wanted to be in Capcom Cup, you had to travel, you had to do this, you had to do that to make sure you get to these events so that you can gain your points. Then off of that, you can basically base everything off points. Who had the highest points, who had the lowest points. Simple. Now, if you go back in time, you will see that a lot of the people that was making these Capcom Cup qualifiers and stuff like that and seeding high, most of them were Japan. But now you get to where it's like region based, and they're only getting 2 representatives from each country or each region. So it makes stuff very unique in that, are we really seeing the best players in the world? Are we really seeing the best players in the world, or are we just seeing the best players from each region? So, like we said before, Japan, they had a lot of people, but this time they're only having 3 representatives. 2 because of, you know, the World Warrior events and the CPT region event, and one because one of their representatives won one of the offline majors. So you go from having basically half of the people coming from Japan to basically only 3 coming from Japan. Then if you look at the LCQ, it's all types of names in the LCQ that are just like, wait, they're not already in the event? You got Punk, Problem X, Daigo, Takedo, all these different names like this that are already not qualified, and you're just like, so are the best of the best really here? Now, it's really no disrespect to the people in the other regions, you know, not saying that they're not good players and top players. But when you do stuff more so region based, yes, you're able to, you know, make sure that you get representatives from a lot of areas. But it's more so like, in a lot of areas, it's like, are you more so going to find a diamond in the rough maybe? Or are you going to find somebody that's a legit top player that you can say, yeah, this person's better than Daigo. This person's better than Takedo. This person's better than Problem X. and all this stuff. So it's really, really difficult. It puts Capcom in an unusual situation. So it's kind of like one of these things. It's like, how does Capcom come up winning? If you do the thing where it's more so a point-based system, not everybody can travel. So a lot of people feel like they can't get in the Capcom Cup, they're not represented and stuff like that. But then you do stuff where it's region-based, then you feel like not necessarily the best people in the world can get in because there's only 2 spots from each region. You know, like, why isn't Punk in Capcom? Yes, I understand that there was 2, you know, things in this region. He could have won one, but you know, it's Street Fighter. Anything can happen. But you're not gonna say if this was based off points, Punk wouldn't already be in the top 48. You just not saying that. So it's tough. And just to see all these names in the LCQ that you really would like to see at Capcom Cup, and only one's gonna make it out. So it's like Capcom is just kind of stuck in a situation. It has the FGC community ablaze right now, and you know, with those names being stuck in the Group F and only 2 of them gonna come out, you know, and once again, it's no disrespect to the other players that, you know, came in from other areas, but it's just like, can you really say that these people are better than the names that we already know? Can you say that? So it's just a tough spot. It's a tough situation. You guys tell me what y'all think. I mean, it's difficult. If you ask me my opinion, I think just for to have the best show, and not saying this won't be a good show, it's Capcom Cup. It's gonna be a good show, but to make the best experience, if you have to choose out of the 2, I think you go with the point system. I think you just go with the point system. Like, yes, they might leave out some people that can't travel and stuff like that, but I mean, it'll make room for the people that you already know. Like, it's gonna be killers in the bracket. It's gonna be some stone cold killers. So you guys let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel about it. I mean, it's tough. It's really kind of hard to dig too deep into this because it's just an unfortunate situation. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Peace out.